this type of band work, especially those that march like the Marching 100. I just hope that they use better sense in inducting members into their band. You know, if they can play, if they can march, fine. Let that be it. Seriously. He calls himself Kenny Trill. Now he's about to be an ex-Texas A&M quarterback. The Associated Press and other outlets report that sophomore Aggie quarterback Kenny Hill has been granted his release from the program and can transfer to the school of his choice. That word coming from Coach Kevin Sumlin, who told 105.3 The Fan in Dallas. Major rumblings out of that area are saying that TCU is the number one possibility for Kevin Hill to land. He had a 5-0 start to the season after taking over for Johnny Manziel, who, of course, matriculated to the NFL. Didn't do so good the last 3 games, got sent to the sidelines, and, well, Kenny Trill wound up being Kenny Clipboard. And now he's no longer an Aggie. We just hope the young man does well at wherever he winds up. All right. Oh, one more thing before we get into the College Football Hall of Fame. The NFL is investigating the Cleveland Browns. Oh, if there's the Cleveland Browns are having such fun this year. Apparently, there is word that there was some texting going on from wherever to the field, especially when it came, I guess, to personnel issues. League spokesman Michael Signor told ESPN.com that texting would be a violation of the NFL's rules prohibiting electronic communication during games, but did not elaborate except to say the league is looking into the matter. A team source said the messages were subject of discussion among some players and coaches late in the season. Cleveland.com, which originally broke the story, reported that the text messages were sent and said it was in one issue in former offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan leaving the team. Now, he perceived it as interference from the front office regarding coaching decisions. Now, no texts have become public. The messages regarding personnel decisions and play calls, the source said. Well, and the plot thickens in Cleveland Rock City. As if Johnny Manziel's headaches weren't bad enough. Maybe those texts had to do with Johnny Manziel. I don't know. Again, no texts have become public yet. We'll just have to see. Now, on to the College Football Hall of Fame. Interesting class this year. Among the inductees into the College Football Hall of Fame are 2 that are raising a lot of eyebrows. Former Oklahoma linebacker Brian Bosworth and current Youngstown State President Jim Tressel, formerly head coach of football at Ohio State. What's got the tongues wagging about Jim Tressel is that he's still in a 5-year show cause as a result of Tattoo-gate at Ohio State some years back. Now, according to Steve Hatchell of the National Football Foundation and the College Football Hall of Fame, quote, that was looked at closely. A lot of people felt he was a heck of a coach for cared for his guys. This wasn't shoot from the hip. It was all carefully considered. Now, the reason red flags came up on Bosworth's induction is because his college career ended with a suspension for admitting to performance-enhancing drug use. Hatchell continued to say those issues have been discussed a lot, meaning around Bosworth, but for the most part, the feeling was it was time. And Bosworth himself said he was humbled by the finality of him being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Some of the other luminaries that are a part of this class include a Division III selection, Millsap's defensive end Sean Brewer. Will also include coaching great Kansas State's Bill Snyder, who's still coaching. Nebraska linebacker Trev Alberts, who's currently athletic director at Nebraska Omaha. Arizona State linebacker Bob Brunig. Pittsburgh offensive tackle Rugen Brown. Florida split end Wes Chandler. Notre Dame split end Tom Gatewood. Try this one on for size. Yale running back Dick Geron. Yeah, I had to laugh at that one. Yeah, that Dick Geron, the one that used to coach the Bears, used to coach the Bills. That Dick Geron. Wow. Michigan State halfback Clinton Jones. Washington offensive tackle Lincoln Kennedy. Attaboy. Michigan running back Rob Lido. Marshall quarterback Michael Payton. Texas Tech linebacker Zach Thomas. And Kentucky defensive lineman Art Still. Yep, that is this year's class. They are going to be inducted later this year on December 8th at the National Football Foundation's awards dinner in New York. But this is a rather interesting class. I am laughing at Dick Geron getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm like, Dick Geron? What? Dick Geron? That dude? But Lincoln Kennedy makes up for it. So I'm not too mad about it. But the boss is finally a Hall of Famer, and about cot picking time. Shoot. I mean, yeah, he's had a crazy life, but can't deny he was one of the best linebackers in college football at the time he was in. So congratulations to all. Before we leave, how about this for wildness? In the NBA, the Philadelphia 76ers are having one heck of a season. Already almost tied for the worst start to a season in NBA history. The Sixers ban Andrei Kirilenko from their club. He was initially traded from the Brooklyn Nets last month, and apparently sources say that the Sixers reneged on their promise to waive AK-47. Alrighty then. This is going to get interesting. They refused to. They said they were going to waive this man. They didn't waive him. Apparently, they wanted him. He doesn't want Philadelphia. He's made it clear, like, wrong answer, bro. So, I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. I smell an NBPA grievance coming up in here, but, what do I know? I'm just another talking head. And that's fine with me. folks, that's going to do it for this week's editions of the ALR Express. I'm Alvin Washington. Get them up on out of here. For those of you here in Chicago, swing on over by the Kroc Center, 1250 West 119th Street, inside the Salvation Army. It is the debut of professional basketball in Chicago, as the Chicago Force and the Windy City Groove are set to tip off against their neighbors down in St. Louis. First tip is at 2:05 p.m. Doors are going to open at 1 o'clock. Make sure you come on down, and it is Shoot for Peace Day with the Force and the Groove. Anyone wearing a T-shirt with a picture of a loved one that has been killed due to gun violence, you get a discounted ticket for general admission. We want to show our solidarity in trying to stop gun violence. Shoot for Peace Day at Kroc Center with the Chicago Force and the Windy City Groove. Come on out, meet yours truly, because I'll be on the call for both games. You can't make it out, of course, the MPBA.com. That's the MPBA.com. Until then, whatever you do, however you do it, make sure you do it good. Increase the peace. And please, please, please stay warm. Showing your favorite teams respectfully. This has been the ALR Express, presented by Sowers Ford Lincoln Mercury, and a presentation of the Arena Sports Network. Till then, take care, everybody.